The purpose of this video is to illustrate how to complete a good faith estimate that has not, or where the loan has not been locked. As you can see here in this test case, this is the initial fees worksheet. You should already have your loan amount, interest rate, terms, and all these figures already populated in, but you'll simply go through the initial fees worksheet, put in your origination, the $4.95 processing fee, which you can see is listed in line 801 and not in line 810. It says here included on line 801. Your appraisal fee, your credit report fee based on a joint or a single credit report. You've got your lender administration fee, and then of course you will have your anticipated yield spread listed here, and this line 822 must also match line 820. And then you continue on through your initial fees worksheet to do your odd days interest, hazard insurance premium paid, any escrow set up, all the way down to your title charges in this 1100 section. But what I do want to point out here is that this fee in line 1101 should be the attorney's fees inclusive of all their charges, title search, and their junk fees. And then the title insurance, this is typically going to be on a purchase transaction, your title insurance policy. However, you can click this button and you can click owner's title, and it's important that you do this so that you know how much the owner's title is estimated to be based on your particular scenario. But once you figure out the owner's title will be $800, you need to change this back to the lender's policy, and you need to go to the good faith estimate and list your owner's title policy on line 5 of the good faith estimate, because this is no longer itemized separately out on the initial fees worksheet, and this is where you would put it. So just to review that once more, you go back to your initial fees worksheet, you scroll down to your title insurance, you click the table button, owner's title policy, you know it's $800, click this back to the lender's policy so that this is accurately completed. You want to go back to your good faith estimate, scroll down to item number 5, and put in the appropriate title insurance so it populates correctly in your good faith estimate. Back to the initial fees worksheet real quick, as most of this stuff will transfer over to the good faith. Your recording fee is $70. These two buttons here in line 1203 and 1204 are drop down. If you click the table button, it'll automatically calculate your intangible tax and your Georgia transfer tax if this is a purchase transaction. Most lenders now are also requiring that the Georgia residential mortgage tax is listed here. This is now $10. And that has been updated in the templates. So now your initial fees worksheet is correct. You do need to go over to the good faith estimate. Once you click over to the good faith estimate, it is very important that these dates are filled out appropriately, and this illustration is for a loan that has not been locked. So the date prepared will list as today. If this loan hasn't been locked, you want to make sure that the date that you're listing and the time that you're listing is whatever the current time is. And today is the 24th. I'm just going to put 12:30 p.m. and then an estimate is available through whatever date you need to put in here, and typically you can put this for 30 days out or to the end of the next month, because your estimate for your closing costs shouldn't necessarily change. So we'll just say June 30th is a good one for here at the end of the business day on June 30th. If this rate is not locked, as in the case of this example, the lock period should read NA. The days before settlement that the interest rate must be locked is, I put 15 in here as a default because usually 15 days is the minimum lock amount that you can have with each of your lenders. So these are your important dates that you must fill out. There will be another video on how to do this if your rate is locked. Your loan summary should just be as follows. This should all populate from your initial fees worksheet. Your origination charge is a total of everything in section 800, as well as your yield spread, so that's calculating correctly. As you can see, the credit is appropriate, $4,000, and that's what you're anticipating the credit to be on this unlocked loan. And everything else should be fairly straightforward. You've already filled out the owner's title insurance. You can take out these fees if they're not applicable so that you're not overestimating. However, I'd like to leave those in just as a safeguard. Make sure that your daily interest rate charges line up correctly as far as your per day's worth of interest and your date of your closing. And that should be it. And that should be your good faith estimate completed. Real simple to fill out. If you have any questions, please either contact Max or myself. Thanks.